Did the quantum world only exist when it was observed? Or was there a deeper truth out there waiting to be discovered? In fact, he was so troubled, he began to wonder if there was a problem at the heart of quantum mechanics.
He famously said, "I hesitate to think it might be wrong, but I know it is rotten." And so in the early 1960s, Bell decided to try and resolve the crisis at the heart of quantum physics. It was an epic challenge.
After all, how do you check if something is real, if something is or isn't there, all without looking? How do you look behind the curtain without pulling it open? But John Bell came up with a brilliant way of doing exactly that.
I think this is one of the most ingenious ideas in the whole of physics. It's certainly one of the most difficult to understand and explain. But I'm going to try and have a go, and yes, I'm afraid I'm going to use another analogy. This time, I'm going to play a game of cards, but it's one for the highest possible stakes, the nature of reality itself.
The card game is against a mysterious quantum dealer. The cards he deals represent any subatomic particles, or even quanta of light, photons. And the game we'll play will ultimately tell us whether Einstein or Bohr was right.
Now, the rules of the game are deceptively simple. The dealer is going to deal 2 cards face down. If they're the same color, I win. If they're different colors, I lose. So, I have a red, so I need another red to win. That's black. I lose. Again, opposite colors. I've lost both those. That's 4 in a row. That's 6 pairs in a row that I've lost. Okay, I think I know what the dealer's doing here. Clearly, the deck has been rigged in advance so that every pair come out as opposite colors.
But there's a simple way to catch the dealer out.
So what we can do now is change the rules of the game. This time, if they are the opposite color, I win.
But once again, every time, my evil quantum opponent beats me.
But again, I can see what the crafty dealer could have done. Maybe while I wasn't looking, he's switched the pack and rigged it so that it always lands in his favor. Now every pair is the same color.
Rigged decks, remember, were what Einstein thought was really happening in the entanglement experiment. He said that just like the gloves were already placed in the box, so the evil dealer stacked the cards before we played. But Niels Bohr's idea was very different. He said red and black don't even exist until you turn them over.
Bell's genius was that he came up with a way of deciding once and for all who was right, Einstein or Bohr. This is how he did it. I'm now not going to tell the dealer which game I want to play, same color wins or different color wins, until after he's dealt the cards.
Now, because he can never predict which rules I'm going to play by, he can never stack the deck correctly. Now, he can't win. Or can he?
So now the rules are different wins. The same, okay? Same color wins. This gets to the very heart of Bell's idea. If we now start playing and I win as many as I lose, then Einstein was right. The dealer is just a trickster with a gift for sleight of hand. Reality may be tricky, but it does have an objective existence. But what if I lose? Well, then I'm forced to admit that there is no sensible explanation.
Each card must be sending secret signals to the other across space and time in defiance of everything we know.
I'm forced to accept that at the fundamental quantum level, reality is truly unknowable.
Bell reduced this idea into a single mathematical equation that tells us once and for all what seemed unanswerable: how reality really is.
John Bell published his idea in 1964, and the extraordinary thing is, at the time, the entire physics community ignored him. Total radio silence. It seems the world simply wasn't ready.
Perhaps it was because his equation seemed untestable, or just because nobody thought it was worth investigating. But that was about to change, and the change would come from a very unexpected place.
This is the dawn.